Now see the violence is inherent in the system? Help! Help! I'm being victimized!
This week on As the Discovery Turns, Dr. Ricky is having some anger issues, and he commits
No!
robot abuse.
How many times do I have to say it?
And Cleveland and his friend find themselves in some shady company.
Charming place.
Well, you're the one who wanted to come here, Mr. Creepy White Man.
Do I need to know the particulars?
As long as you don't spit in my drink again. Don't miss all the drama and crying as the Discovery Turns. Now streaming on Disney+.
Well, look who it is!
Everyone's favorite little green guy is back in town, and he's not alone. Then watch as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni attempt to salvage whatever is left of Boba Fett's character by having him ride the Rancor, which is actually pretty dumb. Seriously, the holiday special gets Boba Fett right, and this doesn't? What the hell is wrong over at Disney? Then see our little buddy and the Rancor make friends, and then watch as the two of them go nappies. Oh, that's adorable. Baby Yoda stars in, who cares anymore? This started out with so much promise, but just like Rogue One and everything else Disney Star Wars, it just couldn't stick the landing, could it? This season on Star Trek Picard, the crew set off on their wacky adventures. Picard finds himself at home with his Romulan involuntary compelled workforce. Oh wait, that's slaves. Raffi and Seven go off on their mission to fix climate change by nagging it to death.
The future we saw starts right here.
Agnes gets to enjoy a little me time.
So I'm not exactly dating material.
And Picard and Q take a look at his trophy room. Ew! And the Spanish guy has a run-in with the Federales. Uh-oh, better not drop the soap there, buddy. Don't miss all the hijinks on Picard. You'll laugh yourself silly. At least until Strange New World premieres. Tired of the same boring panel shows that go on for forever and look like your office Zoom calls? Are you bored with the constant buzzwords and reading about whatever you're supposed to be outraged by this week?
I use she, her pronouns, and I'm
Looking for an opinion that actually differs from everyone else instead of the same old blah blah blah? Well, have we got the channel for you? MechaRandom 42 only on YouTube. We've got all your needs covered, from live streams to video content to cooking to gaming and much, much more. Because let's face it, you don't want to see yourself on TV or in the movies, so why should you look at yourself on the internet? MechaRandom 42 only on YouTube. And occasionally Twitch. Sometimes, before she gets canceled again. Let's face it, she's probably gonna offend you.
I forgot that one was on there. Hello, where am I? We watched The Thing. There I am. My hair's awful. I'm gonna pull it back, I think, before I woke up from a nap and I feel like it. I watched the episode, I'm like, I gotta take a nap. I gotta get some more rest. I'm exhausted. Am I muted? I don't know. Hello? How's everyone doing? So, the Orville trailer dropped. Should we start off with that instead of the stupid whatever the crap this stuff is? Where's the Orville trailer? We got an Orville trailer somewhere. It was in my inbox. It was in my DMs. And I probably should talk about freaking Ezra Miller, but I really don't care enough to. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I have so much stuff on my plate right now that it's getting hard to keep up with the 7 million videos that I want to do every day. So here's the real thing. We watched this, like, right at the beginning of, I don't know if I can show you this, because they're going to copyright claim me. Maybe if we, maybe if I just show you stills. Fox is really terrible about it, which is why I don't like reviewing the Orville or covering it, because Fox copyright, they hard strike you, and as you guys know, we survive only on super chats on this channel. We don't survive on YouTube AdSense. We don't survive on any of that stuff. So if I got struck by covering or talking about the Orville, showed upside down, doesn't matter if you showed upside down. It's the bots detect the audio. So that's not upside down, sideways, none of that. Like, I do sideways for an aesthetic now, not because of copyright. But yeah, it's just they've been known to strike channels that actually really, really love it. So I don't know if I want to take the chance, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. That's the problem with it, is like, do I take a chance even?
No, tell people watch it on their own.
Yeah, because, like, well, we all know it's good. We all know it's better than Star Trek, so, I mean, and it's not like people tune in to me to tell them what's good or anything. It's like, on a daily basis, I get somebody somewhere asking, do positive content, do positive content, do positive content. I mean, I would if, you know, it were worth my while, frankly. I did 2 positive videos last week. Let me see how well they did. How well did they did? How well did they did? Well, even the negative videos aren't hitting a whole lot. 900 and... Oh, one finally hit 1,000. Here you go. One of them finally hit 1,000. Let's check it out. So the positive videos, yeah, where was it? He-Man and... and the trailer reaction for the Cobra Kai. So they do worse than when I rail on stuff. That's just how it is. So if people want me to do more positive stuff, click it immediately. Click it immediately. I mean, just frankly, I think that's the point where we're at here, is that we know how YouTube is, we know how they are, we know how people are addicted to outrage, and there's really nothing we can do about it. There's nothing anyone can do about it. So, here's the Orville. Watch the Orville. It's gonna be fine. It's the Orville. We had some new cast members, and they'll probably get us on copyright just for this. And if my channel gets struck, I'm gonna be really, really fucking pissed. So, that's the Orville. Go watch it. I am not even looking forward to it, to be honest. I really don't care anymore. I really don't care anymore. I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be something that I listen to in the background, so... The algorithm is run by me. No, the algorithm is run by people who are trained to click on the thing that's the biggest outrage, and they get addicted to it. They're addicted to the outrage prawn. They're addicted to being triggered by everything, which is why every idiot on the internet is addicted to Johnny Depp right now and Amber Heard, because they've been trained for the past 3 years. So, yeah, that's why. Now, new track. Here's the new track. What are we doing for the new tracks? I'll click as soon as I'm able to do so. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I don't even blame the algorithm anymore. It's like, I know how YouTube's algorithm works, and if viewers don't click the second those are uploaded, YouTube says, oh yeah, this channel's done. This channel's over with. This channel. So I'm like, basically, I think I'm down to just giving you guys no more editing. I'm tired of it. No more editing, no more thumbnails, no more effort, because if people are going to just be addicted to outrage, and then why bother, right? Why bother? So low effort content, non-content. Here we go. And like I said, I only survive on super chats, so I'm watching this shit for free today, apparently. Yeah, and the Orville's been off the air for too long to even remember. Like, when was the last time we saw an episode of the Orville? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? It's like,
2019?
Yeah, 2019?
Has it
Hasn't been that long.
I think it has.
Let's look. Let me look. Orville. Oh, Orville season 2.
Premiere date.
And Seth MacFarlane's such an idiot on... Yeah, 2019.
Yeah. Holy crap, really? It's been that long. 3 years. Holy cow.
It's been off the air for too long. No, they're not making a more... No, they've got... I just showed you the trailer right there. There's the new one. It's coming out 6/2/22. No, I mean, they're making it. It's just...
The trailer's coming out 6/2/22. The show is actually another 3 years off.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it's good, but... When Star Trek has to make their fake version of the Orville because the real one is taking too long, I don't know. I think the only positive content that really works is if you're covering something very interesting, does translate to massive clicks. Yeah, and I don't like anything that's massively interesting enough to just do boom, boom, boom constantly. That's my thing. I'm not good at telling you if I like something or not. I'm not good at putting that into words. It's so much easier to rip something apart because all I have to say is, it's pretty good, or it was pretty good. That's not a review. I can't tell you why. I'm like, I don't know. It held my interest from beginning to end. Like, if that's all I can say about something, is that a good enough review? I don't think that's even a good enough review. I think that my biggest weakness on YouTube is positive anything. I'm not a positive force of anything in this world. I'm somebody who's much more capable and competent at destruction and hurtful remarks about things. Like, I don't have anything positive to say about it because I don't know. It's not funny to me to compliment stuff. I just don't find it very entertaining or amusing. I don't have the aptitude or ability, and frankly, it's not a very fun video to make if I have to compliment something. So, Orville. There you go, Orville. But yes, definitely worth the wait. See you in 3 weeks. I've got so much shit to do until then, I probably won't even watch it. Now, thank you so much, Salzborg. Thank you so much for the super chat. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm best at ranting. You're right. I'm way best at ranting. So, Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds time.
Excellent!
It's loud. It's loud. Oh, Strange New Worlds. So we get the long opening, but
Captain Pike.
It's all about Uhura this season. It's all about, or this episode.
C-2260 Quentin.
So we have a comet that's hovering above some planet.
However, am doing rotation and landing party readiness protocol.
And this is our Uhura episode. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't have a whole lot to say about this one either. It's their Uhura episode.
Well, you know what? They're trying to do the TNG thing where you...
Except for this shit. Did she forget her costume? Did she just show up in her street clothes?
Yes. They're trying to do the whole TNG thing where you take a secondary cast member and you do an episode.
I don't mind that. I don't mind them. I'd rather have a secondary cast member focus on because we've spent so damn much time with Michael Burnham being a complete asshole. I don't mind somebody kind of competent.
I sure wish Michael Burnham would get here and solve the problem.
Yeah, because they basically in Discovery they stand around with their and Uhura shouldn't be on the Enterprise yet. She's a cadet. See, here's my issue with this. It's a reboot. It's clearly a reboot. Anybody who says it isn't is a dumb fucking moron. And I don't know how to judge this as anything other than a reboot because, frankly, I didn't like TOS enough in the beginning to care. So, like, TOS is probably the worst of the original series, in my opinion, because it is so slow and boring and such a hard sit.
Cool joke.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So she's screwing with Uhura because she's like, "Hey, captain's dinner. You know, you might want to wear a dress uniform." So Uhura shows up in the dress uniform, and the other one shows up in, whatever she wore to the set that day in her street clothes.
Pretty much. That's what you wear in the 23rd century.
I don't think so. I don't like that.
Cool joke.
I don't like that.
Going back to change. You do not want to be late to the captain's table.
They're like what? They're like an LL Bean in the 21st century. That's all you can shop at in the 23rd century.
I don't think that's LL Bean. I think she just shopped. I think she grabbed some Walmart cargo pants from the men's department or whatever jacket.
Oh, she's got an exposed belly button though. That's very sexist.
To who? To me?
I don't know. To belly buttons.
To me. So Pike cooks, apparently. And his cabin, his quarters are like
huge.
Bigger than Chateau Picard or something. He's got pretty much everybody on the ship in his quarters. He's screwing with everybody. This is the scene I threw on the thumbnail. She's doing the I'm trying to help you because you're blind. Because in Enterprise we've, found these cave Andorians from the ice caps where They're basically like psychic Andorians. So I don't know if they're hazing her or, you know, she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was brought up in my village that is polite to help people who are differently abled or whatever.
They're messing with her.
Yeah, so they're messing with her. Because he's chopping vegetables, but he's blind.
Down the street.
Where is it?
Cadet always ask that. Right.
Then Spock telepathically sends him a message like, I'm going to throw you a carrot. Pick this up.
Over your left shoulder.
Yeah. Over your left shoulder. Where's my... I don't have a carrot sound effect. Well, he's not like a typical Andorian. He's one of like the psychic Andorian, albino Andorians, which is why he can't see, which is why he looks like garbage. But they do have too many bumps and ridges on them. Because seriously, why does he have to be part Cardassian now?
Because it's 25%
I don't get
different.
it. Yeah, so 25% different Andorians. And everybody has trauma in their past. That's why it's funny.
That's why it's funny.
What's funny?
Because it breaks your social
Oh,
expectation.
yeah, Whitey, he's gonna die at some point.
I hope so.
He's got a red shirt on.
I hope so. I hate Nurse Chapel so much in this, too. Uhura, we've established, she sings. She hums when she's nervous now. She hums when she's nervous.
Well, she always sang on TOS.
Yeah.
They said, oh, yeah, what did she do? She sang. Oh, yeah, let's use. But she has the standard. What does she have? A tragic backstory.
Yeah, I guess she has a tragic backstory.
Jumping from department to department, right?
So here's where we find out that Uhura was like, her whole family was. Did she say it here before or later? I don't remember.
She says it here.
She says it here. My whole family was killed in the shuttle thing, and I was then raised by my grandmother. They were teachers at something. And so I joined Starfleet to run away from them, and I can speak like 37 languages. So she's like,
who cares?
I mean, I gotta compliment on the fact that they're developing characters other than Michael Burnham. They're actually trying to make it seem like this is a crew of people who have specific jobs. It's like they took notes from me specifically, finally, which is nice because I said you got military chain of command, you got crew members who need jobs and things to do other than standing around with their thumbs up their ass waiting for somebody else to solve it. I still don't like goofy, giggle happy Spock.
Myself included.
So basically, now he's lecturing her, hey, if you don't want to be in Starfleet, you're insulting to the rest of us who sacrificed pretty much everything to be here. So you eat out thousands of people, and you don't know if you want to be here, Missy. So they kind of make her a little bit less likable than I think they should have. But,
essentially leave and make room for someone else if you don't want to be here.
Yeah. And of course we have the Pike in #1 moments where he's so hung up on, I know how I'm going to die. I keep going over the names of all these people I save, and it's like, yeah, that's. I don't want to hear him complain about how he's gonna die.
Do you think if
I'm gonna pause for a second. I think I need a cough drop.
if one of those kids gets like killed in a shuttle accident, do you think he'll say, "Oh, thank God"?
I don't know. I mean, what happens if he dies? Like, what happens if one of them does die beforehand? What happens then? They're putting effort. I don't know if they're putting effort so much as they're. It's like it's still not quite right though. There's still something not quite right about the show.
I likened it to watching a bad Beatle cover band covering a Beatle cover band who was trying to take their song catalog and reinterpret it as reggae songs. And at some point you just say, just stop, please.
It's really trying desperately to be the Orville.
Yes.
Because it's got so many fake humor moments and so many cringe moments.
The Orville is the Beatle cover band. And this is the bad Beatle cover band.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Beatlemania trying to cover Rain or something.
Given their current state of technological advance.
Oh, yeah. So Spock says, hey, Captain, get up to the bridge. We found a thing. There's a comet heading towards a planet. And they're a bunch of cave people. They don't know. They'll all get wiped out of this comet.
All right. Good idea. Good idea. I'll give you that. Good idea. Very kind of Star Trek premise. Okay.
Yeah. It's still a Star Trek-y sort of premise. It's still...
Advancement. It is high.
I don't know. What else happens then?
Okay. So they beam down onto the surface of the comet.
Well, they got to figure out, like, okay, what do we do? We can't interfere with the people. Let's go. So they want to figure out how can we move the comet.
Yeah,
so they try and fire it on
good,
it.
good.
They try and fire on the comet to try and move it out of the way. Then they discover it has shields. Because they're like, pew, pew, pew. Let's nudge it out of the way. No harm, no foul. And nothing. It's got shields. So then they figure out, why does it have shields? Then they beam down there.
Okay, you get the obligatory 22 producers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, oh, God. Hey. Here's them, and she's inoculating everybody, flirting with Spock, all this stuff. At least she's figuring out how to actually use a hypo spray this time instead of going through the clothes like she did last time.
Of course, La'an. She don't need.
Weapon up, people.
Doesn't even wince.
Kirk, Avura.
And Spock's like, I can handle an inoculation. I'll be fine. John Russell, imagine you have a crowd who want to see the crazy redhead yelling about stuff. Thank you. I try. Yeah, we got Glacier and Spock. Thank you so much, John Russell.
Okay.
Because they haven't trauma blocked yet. Not yet. Well, we got this Kirk jackhole guy. Oh, I can't stand him.
You recovered.
He's the guy from...
Greetings, my excellent friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't like him in Galaxy Quest either.
Yeah, but that's his character, though.
Yeah. I didn't like his character then.
Excellent!
Yeah.
All right, so where are we?
They're beaming onto the planet. Or not planet, it's a comet. So she's like, so they discover this big egg on the comet, and there's like markings on it. Hey, can you read it? No. Who the fuck do you think I am? Daniel Jackson or something? So she's like, no, I can't read it. What do you think? I'm not even supposed to be here. Why am I here?
Hey, I got an idea. Let me go touch it.
Yeah, so he goes and touches it, and he gets himself zapped like a dumb
Yahtzee,
crap.
Lieutenant.
Your signal's spotty. We can't quite hear you.
Oh, and then they get blocked.
has been injured.
Where did he go? Oh, we skipped over him. He touching it. Here. He walks up and he touches it like a dummy.
So,
because she can't read it right away.
no.
La'an is basically Belana Torres, kind of. Yeah, why is Uhura going? She's a communications officer. Because linguistics expert needed to be on this. Coincidence, because they just happened to figure out the best person to do this job would be the communications linguistics expert. I mean, I get it. It's to establish our bridge crew, which I have no problem with having an episode establishing our bridge crew.
Yeah, I mean, okay, they kind of wanted some character moments out of Uhura.
Yeah.
Which is okay. It's admirable.
It's better than Discovery still. It's better than Discovery.
Better than Discovery is a very low, I'm talking very low bar. So, but that's the one you cleared.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he walks up to it because he has all these writings on it. It's a giant space egg, or seems like we saw something about a space seed of some point at one point in time. Who cares though? I don't care.
Good idea.
Yeah, touch it.
Yahtzee.
Touch it. Hey, Yahtzee. I know Yahtzee. That's an Earth game.
Here's his.
Huh?
He's literally the guy from Galaxy Quest. Yeah, let's touch it.
Thank you, nitpicking nerd, for pointing that out.
Let's touch it. Oh, I think everybody pointed that out. I saw it on Twitter.
I'm familiar with Yahtzee, Lieutenant, but I am reading a dangerous
Touch it
buildup
gets
of
zapped
energy.
already.
Please step away from the egg.
Dumbass.
So the Kirk guy probably is just gonna be Sam Kirk. He's just gonna get killed over and over again. Probably. He's our Kenny of the episode.
He has to live long enough to make it to
long enough to get killed later on.
To Operation Annihilate.
So they have to figure out how to defib him because they can't beam him out. So they go through his uniform or through his space.
Captain the force field.
Yeah, that's what they use
stable.
finally.
Trauma from electrical shock.
That is actually a neat idea, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So basically, they have to give her a pep talk about, you know what, you're the only person here who can do it.
Actually,
you may not be the best person for this job, but you're the only person we got. So freaking step up and do it.
I'll give them a lot of credit for this one. I'll give them credit for this one. a defibrillator built into the spacesuit is actually a really good idea, because you're not going to be in a situation where you're able to get the suit off to get the paddles on the chest. So that is actually smart thinking. I'll give him that one, but that's all I'll do.
And these are the aliens they're trying to save. This little cave society who sees a comet up there and they don't know what the crap's going on because they just think God's mad at them or whatever. So here's the thing. Then they figure out is this before or after they
We've got a
get
planet
here?
full of people who will die without our help.
Okay, well,
Oh, yeah,
they're still
yeah.
trying to figure out how to divert the comet.
Yeah, how to divert it.
It's
They haven't come up to the dun 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 yet. We'll get to that one.
The big plot twist. Yeah.
So the comet is basically protecting itself from them trying to move it out of the way. Yeah. And Uhura gets her pep chops. Yeah, do you not think it's an inappropriate time for jokes, she says.
It's like the captain said.
Or him. He said.
Sometimes things go so badly.
The glowing scrotum is offended.
Minimal damage, important to sell. She also, see, I'm always in such a bad mood when I have to watch this.
All right, this is you jumped ahead a little bit too far. Okay.
I did. They're breaking the tension with joking and crap.
Look at this logic. Okay.
Phaser's locked and ready, Captain.
Okay.
On your command, number one.
They're about to try to with the phasers to create a harmonic resonance and disrupt them.
That's not yet.
No, that's actually there.
Oh, okay.
That's actually this part, and then we're getting to the twisty part.
Yeah, and then incoming fire happens because they have somebody who's like, "Nuh-uh, no, you don't. That comet, we gotta protect that comet because that's our space Jesus. Because this is our krill for this series, probably. Is this our krill?
I'm not sure if they're gonna be. Well, they'll probably be back at some point, but no, they left. No, we won't spoil it, but I'm not sure if these guys are gonna be back.
Oh, maybe not.
Or maybe
here they are.
back as
Spoilers.
friends.
This is the guy who's trying to protect the comet. He calls himself a shepherd, and he's a jerkhole, and he wants to fire on them for interfering.
Does he have a beard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think he has a beard.
This is Captain Christopher Pike of the Federation Starship Enterprise. Who are you and why are you attacking our vessel?
Who are you and why are you here?
Okay, Star Trek moment.
We are the shepherds.
Uh-huh.
Really?
That's how the Universal Translator's processing it.
They're shepherds, so they gotta protect this stupid space egg thing because Space Jesus...
Menahit or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Avis said that they have to...
Avis.
I don't know. Because Avis said that...
Avis, we try harder.
Well, that's the god in the krill.
Yeah, the krill, yeah.
The Orville.
All right. Okay. That's actually good. Alright, so these guys are called shepherds, and they look after the comets or whatever extraterrestrial space phenomenon there are out there, like meteors and asteroids or whatever bodies or satellite body or whatever are out there, because they feel that they have a predetermined cause, because
they
destiny.
think that like the gods or God or whatever they worship set these out on their paths, and they're out there creating life in the galaxy. Or if they happen to blow up a planet, oh well, dum-de-dum. So that's one of the things that they do for this. Now he reasons, well, yes, but it's God's will that this planet is going to be destroyed. You can't interfere. You can't move it. Meanwhile, we've got people on like the comet. So yeah. Oh, he's also like, yeah, just get out of here and leave your people or we'll blow you up. And they're like way more powerful and way better. And so they here's all this, they talk him to death.
He pulls a John Cleese, blasphemy.
Yeah, he pulls a John Cleese, is like, blasphemy. So Spock gets another pep talk to Uhura, and she figures out it responds to her humming. Actually, he figures it out. So we get this whole huge sequence of like 10 minutes of them singing to it. Because that's what we need. More singing and new track. Oh, it was cringe. It's like always cringe every time they do it. Like, I think I probably even have it on here. I think I just have it on my crapping soundboard, don't I? I think I do, actually.
In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, you are the very model of a modern major general.
And he laughs and he smiles and he goofs around and all kinds of stuff because of course he does. Because they still have to keep going back to that.
What kind of signal?
So it plays back the song that she's humming that they establish in the first scene. So as a piece of television, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, did they do the thing that they've never been able to do in how many seasons of 4 seasons of Discovery and 2 seasons of Picard?
Like use a scientific principle to
Not only so use that, but establish something in the beginning, use it scientifically as an explanation, and have it kind of as a thing. Like she's humming for a reason in the beginning, and they establish, oh yeah, I used to hum from, I learned this song from my village in Kenya. So this space egg, yeah, I'm like, did they go to writer's school when during the Koofity Koof? Who did they pay to ghostwrite this? Because they are capable of this. This is competent. This has a beginning and a middle and an end, and things resolve.
It follows the 3-act structure?
Yeah, it has a structure. It has a setup. It has a payoff.
Computer, identify this song.
Vamo Vamba, a traditional song from Earth, originating in Kenya.
Yeah, so that's the song Uhura, and everybody just happens to remember it. That's not a coincidence. So then he realizes, oh yeah, the crew's down there doing something, and they're going to be able to fix this and solve this. Double the frequency. This can't be a coincidence. So they're resonating it back and forth to...
Shields at 40%.
Sir,
and then
when we were on the surface, I believe the Comet was trying to communicate with us.
Right, the music you recorded. Any idea what it was trying to say?
I haven't been able to translate it yet. It might take days.
We have less than 1 hour before the Comet will impact Persephone 3.
Yeah, so she has to go and translate it. And there's a lot of this stupid dialogue. You do a lot of reminding people of deadlines. This is what is so Orville to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now this is just Orville. Now you're just trying to be the Orville.
The quips.
The quips, the trying to make it funny. It's like, if I really wanted funny, I would just watch the Orville, which is, literally...
As Lieutenant Malloy call it, my A-game.
There you go, buddy.
It's literally the Orville. Now I'm going to get copyright struck for it.
I don't think it's enough.
I don't know. Well, if I bury it, as long as I don't put it in a video, they're not going to send their bots out to scan for it. I mean, it's just so trying so hard to be the Orville. That's the problem.
Do a lot of reminding people of deadlines, sir.
She does have a point, Bob.
Yeah, they stop mid-battle to quip at each other. Mm-hmm. And I guess it sort of establishes that... I guess... I don't know if I should complain about this, because at least they don't hate each other. At least, it's not, bitchy quipping like on Discovery would be or something.
Ugh. Well, you never let me forget the end. Forget it, do you, Stamets? Ugh.
Yeah, Stamets would be pissy.
Why don't you just go and mushroom, okay? Farm your mushrooms, Stamets.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know why they couldn't have done this in the beginning, or in season 2 of Discovery, or in season 3 of Discovery, or season 4, or season 1 of Picard. I mean, yeah, it's almost like self-aware. We have Spotify. Yeah, they looked it up on Shazam or whatever it was.
They have Napster. It's still 23rd century.
So they're firing, and we actually see some of it. It doesn't look terrible. We see the pew-pews. Yeah, and you're right. Discovery's characters were all awful. That's the big problem with Discovery, all their characters are unlikable.
There are no characters on Discovery.
No.
There are no. Everybody's a cardboard cutout, and they just stand around and wait for Mikey Spock to solve whatever problem there is that week. It's
like on this, when we got, Uhura's replacement on the comm with the little thing in her ear while Uhura's down on the away mission. That would be a main character in Discovery. That would be a reoccurring bridge officer. Yeah, who never had a line until, so at least they're doing that.
Systems failure.
And what if we choose not to accept
so they figure, all right, we're going to tell them you're going to blow us up. We're not going to do anything else. Meanwhile, we're going to send Spock off in a shuttle to try and resonate it out of the way to do whatever it needs to do. Apparently, it's going to break a piece of the comet apart to kind of shove it the other direction.
Yeah.
Very sciencey. I'm like, did you guys go to science class?
They like science.
They like science now? It's like they finally figured out how to do sciencey things now.
I like science.
Oh, we know Spock. Yeah, and Pike was the only bearable part of STD anyway. The Pike and Spock stuff.
So there's the shuttle.
Shields radiating heat at maximum intensity.
Yeah, he's got his little shuttle, which is
Maintaining
huge on the
position.
inside.
Preparing to engage heat
And
shields.
for some reason, it has a control yoke.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why.
Spock?
Oh, this is where he starts laughing.
Yeah.
And then he starts laughing while he's doing this
All right,
mission.
There's this big moment that is supposed to be this, oh, like, is Spock gonna survive? We know he survives!
We know he survived, and that's the thing. Like, none of these characters have any, like, we know who survives until when. So, another problem with it being another reboot prequel, I would much rather have all new characters that aren't like, you know, you want to Vulcan, make characters that are like this. That's what Voyager did. We had basically Tuvok was another Spock.
Harry Kim was
kind of a Chekhov, don't you think?
Paris was Paris was he was Paris. He was Tom Paris.
All right. Well, TNG was probably a better allegory for TOS then, because Data was Spock clearly, and
Geordi was Scotty.
Yeah, Geordi was Scotty, but you had like a little bit more, you know. You kind of had sort of similar characters, and pretty much every good science fiction show that I like will have, you know, you'll have like the stoic alien who doesn't quite get the humor of Earth or the interactions with Earth. You're gonna have the super competent one. You're gonna have the one who's like, oh, for crying out loud. You're gonna have the one who's like really, really good at everything. You're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have like, I already had that pretty much. I'm just describing Stargate, aren't I? It's just everybody's good to just, yeah, and Stargate kind of kept the same formula too, where you have, it kind of works.
Yeah.
But
well, I'll take it before I still haven't seen Stargate.
There's no tension. Well, I mean, I guess the stakes are, is the planet going to survive? Because they're doing this to save, like, you know, what, 1 billion people on the planet or something. A completely pre-warp cave society of people who have no idea what would happen. They don't know about space travel. It's right here.
Oh, sorry. I'll get my phone.
I really get to the part where he starts laughing, because all throughout the show they're like, you know, sometimes you gotta laugh when you don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah, and also Pike survives too. It's like, they probably didn't see that one.
Okay. It's
He's out there.
He's playing asteroids.
So he's out there playing asteroids while everybody has these slow zooms, while everybody's just kind of standing around. Is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? I don't know. I don't want to play too much of it while we're waiting for it to happen. But it's like they don't hear from him for a second. And then he starts laughing. After a while.
Yeah,
it's coming up here. I don't want to keep fast forwarding past it, because it'll do the thing.
Okay, yeah, here it is. This is it.
It's moving.
It's moving. Well, he crashes into it, so here's the trajectory of it. So we can actually have this. Do they have misspellings on their comms?
Calculating spelled right. Persephone, as far as I know, is spelled right.
The sublimation is nudging the comet off course.
And for the record, we're not actually touching it.
No, you're not. And
loophole. It's a loophole.
The best kind of loophole.
But where's Lieutenant Spock?
Where's it, Spork?
I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. Pretty sure. Chances are, any bets on if Spock is gonna live, considering he's a legacy character that they didn't write?
I'll bet you 100 quattros he survives.
No safety belts. Yeah, they don't have seatbelts in these shuttles still.
Spock? Is everything okay?
He's laughing again.
Yes, Captain. I'm suffering from bad writing.
Fine, Captain. Sometimes things go so badly, you just have to laugh.
But they didn't go badly. They went well.
They went right. That's what you wanted to happen.
They went well.
I like science.
You wanted this to happen. You achieved the outcome you set out for.
It's so cringe. Like, this is my problem with it. It's so cringe and corny and, like, eye-rolling. And it's exhausting to watch. Because it's like... This is almost worse than it being just outright terrible, I think.
Well, they're trying. This is what it looks like when they put some effort into it.
But they still can't find the clit, no matter how much they... Oh, really? That's exactly what it is.
That's not it.
It's like, it's still not it. It's still not quite.
And one might surmise societal development.
Oh, and then the comet makes rain happen.
It breaks off a large chunk of ice.
Because it breaks off a large chunk of ice for their planet, so... And it breaks up in the atmosphere, so now they have rain on their planet. And they all died from being flooded out.
Yes, the rain comes, and then the floods came, the deluge, and it wipes everybody out anyway. Yeah, way to go. Thanks a lot.
Captain's log. Supplemental.
So here's our new Uhura chick, which she'll be the one while Uhura's on the away missions, which I don't have a problem with. Because she has more lines and character development than pretty much any of the bridge crew on Discovery. Or are they trying to save a non-Federation species? It's the right thing to do. I mean, you don't want a Comet to come along and wipe them out if you can help it without them noticing. I mean,
as long as they don't interfere.
Yeah, as long as you don't interfere
in their development.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they would. Well, I imagine it would be a violation of the Prime Directive because now they've created conditions to change the development of their society. But if they could just nudge the Comet out of the way without them knowing.
Yeah. And she's like, yes, but the computer helped with the numbers, and I'm the bestest person.
They're identical. You're saying the Comet sent this message before Spock was able to
correct
the course.
So the Comet knew. So now we get this weird thing. So the episode isn't over. So Spock broke off this little chunk of ice, right? But the Comet sent a message in its frequency that is going to break off a specific chunk of ice at the specific, like before Spock did. There's something more.
In a specific location in the atmosphere,
the ice that broke
off. Specific time.
And it said, hey, Spock's going to do this. So it's like it knew anyway. It had divine intervention all along.
From the Comet as Lieutenant
Spock.
And this mission.
Yeah, it was preordained, so we witnessed a miracle. Hallelujah.
You're saying the Comet sent this message before Spock was able to correct the Comet's course.
We recorded it hours earlier.
It is highly improbable the Comet could have randomly guessed the shape the ice the fallout would take with such accuracy.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it could predict it if it had the proper computing. It would be like, at this trajectory, at this speed, they probably could predict it at this point.
It would take this big a chunk of ice for it to penetrate the atmosphere and have enough of it to not burn off and create conditions where there'd be permanent oceans, water.
So they don't know.
Very sciencey stuff there, Spock. You should know this. And it says, you've done well.
Yeah, you did well. You're the best person for this job. What if you got... And then, of course, we get the tail end of his... I'm still obsessed with all these people I saved when I die in my vision from the future. So he goes over all the names of the people he saves just to make sure he thinks it's going to be worth it.
Wouldn't you want to call one of their parents, hey, make sure they don't join Starfleet?
Yeah. Wouldn't you because see, I would be somebody who says, you know what? Let's change the course of history or the future history. If I know these sort of things happen, maybe I can prevent him. Maybe I can say, hey, maybe I give this kid a flat tire on his way to Starfleet the first day. Just something like that. You don't want to hurt them, but
permanently derail them. All you have to do is just delay them joining Starfleet.
Exactly.
By a year.
If there's a training exercise, why not avoid it?
Or by 6 months.
Which one did they say was a training exercise?
That he's injured.
That he was injured in. That's right.
Yeah, they should explain why he has a fireplace in his quarters.
I don't know.
I would hope it's a hologram.
Computer.
Explain it's being a hologram.
Call up all available information for the following Federation citizens.
Because it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, but that's exactly what you want. A fire burning up the oxygen in a confined space on a spaceship.
This episode, on a 1 to 10,
I'd give it a 6.5, maybe 6, because it does certain things right. But
I just have to get used to the fact that the reboot. I think for me, I have to decide. Can I settle for a reboot? Is this good enough? Is a reboot good enough?
You know what? It's not. It's still aesthetically. If you actually, I was listening to someone. He said if you squint really hard, it kind of looks like Star Trek.
It doesn't feel like I'm watching Star Trek though. It feels
exactly.
like
it's a it's a facsimile of Star Trek.
I'll tell you what I said. It feels like I got dropped into another dimension, and this is the Star Trek this dimension got. It's just a little off. It's like Berenstein Bears versus Berenstain Bears, right? I'm from the Berenstein Bears universe, and
Bruce Springsteen versus Bruce Springsteen. the Jewish Bruce Springsteen.
Did I enjoy the episode as a whole? Was I complaining about it?
You didn't seem to be complaining a whole lot.
That's why I'm like, can I, in good conscience, give this a 7 for entertainment?
I don't
despite because I think I want to give this a 7 because this is because I would be a hypocrite if I didn't, because this is exactly every criticism I had of like Discovery. Okay, we don't see the bridge crew. Everybody else does nothing except Mikey Spock. Well, everything I hated about Discovery, they fixed ish, but not quite. I mean.
I said,
I'm like, listen, we're honest enough to that. If there are things we like,
if there's stuff I like, I'll tell you.
We'll tell you. My problem with this was, even though there were things that I did like, I was constantly rewriting it in my head. Why are they doing this? Wouldn't it make more sense if they were doing that? Why would this happen? Wouldn't they do this? Instead of Haley,
that's why I can't go any higher than 7. But...
Yeah, I mean the part with the exchange with the alien, the Shepherd's guy. Like, well, I'll tell you, why don't beam him over to my ship and we can discuss this. We can negotiate. Send an ambassador. Because technically that's first contact. Not first contact with a pre-warp civilization, but
with these guys.
Well,
I mean, I don't think you would never send over an ambassador with just some random alien of the month. Or alien of the week, though.
I mean, or you would arrange a conference. You would arrange a meeting.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because he didn't want to have a meeting.
They didn't explain, but they explained. Oh yeah, we have our people down there. Our intent wasn't to desecrate a sacred site. We're merely explorers.
Well, I mean, how many times has Picard come across an alien civilization that we'll never see again? Yeah. That you never see them like sitting on the bridge.
There was that one episode, I can't remember one, where Picard, I can't remember the title of it. Picard, he was looking for a loophole in some kind of treaty. Mm-hmm. And he says, as such in section 37218.7.2, I appoint the Regalians as arbiters. Unfortunately, they're on their sleep cycle and they won't wake up for 6 months.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and
but I mean,
the Orville's done that too.
Yeah, the Orville's done that too. But I still can't help but think that there's another piece of this missing.
Yeah.
There's something out of this is missing. It's like I say, if you squint hard, it looks like Star Trek, but it's not there yet.
It feels like a reboot.
It does feel like a reboot
because it
much less competent and much less talented people. That's what I'm saying. And like I said,
I'm surprised that they pulled this one off though, because they're not capable of stories like this. This had a beginning, middle, and end. You had a setup and a payoff. You set up the fact that she sings. It's consistent with Uhura anyway.
Picard never effed with the Gorn.
Yeah.
I will give them this. This so far has been the most Star Trek-like type of story. Mm-hmm. Okay, in that we have something. There's a situation. We have to. We send our people to investigate. We can't get them out. We have to come up with a solution, and then there's another wrinkle to it, and then we have to find a solution.
Well, they did that though.
Yeah, exactly. We find that satisfies them, gets our people out alive, and still accomplishes the mission we're setting out to do. With that said, they are not quite there yet. And this is still, and even though this is better, it's still not good. It's less engaging because they don't get Star Trek in that.
Actually, this reminds me a lot of what I didn't like about TOS. That yuck sort of endings. We'll never really know. Was it a god or not? Yuck.
Mr. Spock, are you saying that I am in the role of Satan? Is there anyone on this ship who even remotely resembles Satan?
Yeah, so that's what I didn't like about TOS. I don't like it when it's trying to be TOS, I think.
But again...
I'm not a big TOS fan, so...
But again, I'm constantly rewriting this in my head.
Yeah, same.
I'm constantly rewriting.
A little bit here, too.
This wouldn't happen. I was like, okay, that wouldn't happen in Star Trek. This would happen. Why is this happening? Wouldn't it be better if this happened?
Well, I mean, to their credit, like, Pike stayed on the ship. The bridge crew went on the away mission. I think it's dumb to send a cadet, but, they're trying to see if she even wants to be there. But, more logic, less crying than except for Spock freaking breaking into giggles.
It had an old-fashioned story arc, which, like common sense, is so rare, should be considered a superpower. Yeah, I mean,
6 is a decent score for it. See, I mean, I'm thinking 7. However, I can't score it next to TNG or Voyager. I kind of have to let this one sit next to the reboot shit. So.
And like I said, I was very happy in that they started analyzing things rather than just shooting.
Yeah.
That was actually good. I did like that. With that said, if this is probably going to be the best episode of the series,
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I'm afraid that this
is going to go downhill from here because we've heard about the trauma block stuff and the
going to fall off a cliff
social justice
preachy
shit. And...
Because they sent the first 5 episodes to critics, and I'm like, all right, they very obviously they front loaded this, and this is going to nosedive in a hurry. I just get this bad feeling that there's something terrible around the corner. They followed Freitag's pyramid and plot A, plot B storytelling. Yeah. Spock laughing. Yeah, that was very out of character, Spock laughing.
Well, and they keep saying sometimes you just got, that was a reoccurring thing. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. Because they're trying, like, they're really desperately trying to make this their version of Spock. Yeah. Which is fine because you're not going to have, I mean, I hate saying this is fine, but it's understandable because there's no way in crap they're going to turn this into TOS.
I like... in the original series, Spock did occasionally do things that were out of character. However,
he occasionally would quip and joke around. And
he did say the Chekhov when I was making a little joke, said extremely little ensign. In Galileo 7, Spock, when they were trying to break orbit, rather than breaking orbit, he took a gamble, which is not in his nature, to ignite the remaining fuel and alert the Enterprise that they were actually trying to escape. And he took a chance on them actually burning up in the atmosphere. I'm like, oh, that's out of character for Spock. But he said, well, given the nature of the situation, our best chance of survival is to do this. Even though it is far more risky and there's less chance of success, this is still, that they justify it certain ways. Okay, but like I said, I got a feeling this is probably going to be the best episode.
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm like, do I score it too high right now? Because everything's going to go downhill probably.
Yeah, I give it, like I said, 6.5 is probably the highest I'm willing to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just going to go 7 because some of my specific complaints seem to have been, at least other people probably had them. They seem to be listened to. Yeah. Because, I hate it when it's all about the main character sort of thing. I like being introduced, like, if we get next week, we'll get probably Lady Whammingcon's backstory, or, you're setting up the characters for a season that I'm supposed to go along with and like. My thing is, I don't like that they're named after characters that already exist in another show that did it better.
Rob's probably right, but he's a thinking man. Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would much rather have an entirely new cast, an entirely new crew.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I'm still so sick of the same 5 characters.
If I were...
And it's a prequel, so they're not gonna, like, where's it gonna go? We know where it's gonna go.
We go. I mean, a lot of the tension is superficial in that it, like I said, everybody's gonna live. And do you have to give everybody a tragic backstory?
Yeah.
I can't stand this tragic backstory stuff.
Captain Red Dog, I wish Trek and other TV stopped lecturing. Yes, Angry Joe nailed it when he said, we all agree with the message of Trek, don't force it. Yeah. That was what's so disappointing last time was on the first episode with because, like, they almost have it, and then he starts showing all this footage of all this stuff with, like, Earth, and it's like, well, here's the problem with, first off, with showing that, because then you're being completely partisan. Second off, you're disrupting the timeline. And that's true. We do already agree that, climate and environment, and let's be a little less judgy of people who look different on the outside. We already agree with a lot of the more progressive morals of the show.
But like I said, but the problem is, like we said, with Picard, when they did that, is that they do nothing with it. They just point to, like, this is bad. What do we do about it? I don't know.
Shrug.
It's bad. Isn't that enough? I'm just here to say it's bad. So...
Well, not only that, they have something that led to the Second American Civil War that took place, how many years after it actually happened, though? Because by then, we were already past World War III by the 90s. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Because we had already, according to Star Trek history and Star Trek's timeline, if you go by First Contact, by the time they land in, the 90s?
Yeah.
When the Vulcans land, we had already been through World War III and all that, so the 2020, whatever the craps, for the 2020 Seattle riots and shit.
The Bell riots or whatever.
Yeah, well, no, in reality, the 2020, when then they overthrew Seattle and they threw up their little autonomous zones and crap. Yeah, when they overthrew Seattle and all that stuff. We already, in Star Trek history, we already had that. So them bringing in, like, real world stuff is just political bitching at this point. It's just bitching.
Yeah, I mean, but this actually managed to stay away from the real world political stuff.
Yeah. But they go on this religious thing then, and it's
but they actually handled it very well. They actually handled it very well. All right, how do we accomplish our goal and not upset them? At the same time, they get to maintain their beliefs, and we save our people. So actually, they did handle that in a way. Like I said, I wasn't on board completely. I'm like, okay, you found a way, baby steps. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, I mean, and it was interesting seeing,
They called them zealots at one point.
Yeah, they did call them zealots. It's like, gee, I take shots at zealots all the time on both sides of the aisle. Yeah. That's what people don't like me, because YouTube, like, here's the thing with YouTube thinks that if you mention the fact that people focus more on the color of people's skin, that they think that that's right wing for some reason.
Wow,
they think no, really, they do, they think that
they're sort of
they shove anybody who might be just kind of.
Well, like I said, it's one of the things is that I don't want to say that I'm anxious to see the next episode.
I'm curious. I didn't hate it enough to say F the show. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't hate this enough to say F the show. This isn't Lower Decks where I just want to blow my brains out every time it comes on because it's so damn annoying and shrill and or Picard or any of those. But
it wasn't completely insulting though. That's the thing. But the thing about Uhura singing, I mean, they could have just scanned the archives to find a frequency that matches the resonance here or whatever. I mean, I know that's a nitpick, but at the same time, it's a very kind of Star Trek-y kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they just wanted to establish and showcase the actress and actually give her something to do, which I really, really appreciate because. Look at what they do with Discovery. They just have people there to be like, hi, I'm the gender person for this one.
Kevin 6, Stanley said it best. There's always social commentary, but it was in the background and never took precedence over the story. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he used to have Stan's soapbox in every issue. That would run every issue, and he would address certain issues that were going on in the day. He would do that, and listen, X-Men is a allegory for racism. We know that.
Yeah.
Captain America is a allegory for patriotism. And was they do social commentary, but they did it well. These are seasoned professionals that are doing this, that did it then. Spider-Man was all about being a teen and being alienated. And dealing with guilt, and you had people.
Well, even Star Trek here, you had Spock dealing with being mixed race, basically.
Yeah,
he was one of the
different worlds.
And that's one thing that they don't, like, they forgot about a lot of this with a lot of this modern day social justice stuff. They forgot that you have people who are now, 50s, 60 years old who are mixed race because of the 1960s.
Yeah, I mean,
because of that. And it's so not an issue for normal people to see that, to see interracial couples, to see it's normal. It's normal. How many friends do you have who are everybody
interracial couples in high school. That was in the 80s.
And that's one of the things that they used to do way back. So all this new modern day stuff, it's like we moved past a lot of this. You're just weighing us down, and I don't know if that's because I think a lot of the activist sort of types have it in their heads that everything is worse than it is, because everything, like, it's all social media. I keep feeling better. Enjoy your stuff always. Oh, thank you so much, 16-minute mascot. I feel fine. It's just I gotta blow my nose again in a minute here. I'll get up in a second. I'll let you take the hot seat when I do. Here, I'll do it when I'll get up.
Well, but the whole, I mean, listen, for the people, like, so the people who say, oh, well, it's a different world than now than it was in the 60s when Star Trek was first on. Is it really?
Really, everybody says the world's gonna end.
No,
I'm tired of hearing it.
Everybody thought the world was gonna end, but freaking Barry Maguire wrote a song about it, Eve of Destruction.
Oh, he was a pissy activist, man.
Tell me over and over. You know, I'm not gonna sing too much of it, so.
He said his song just goes on and on about how everything's awful in the world.
Yeah, the Eastern world, it is exploding.
No, his whole song is just, there's bombs dropping, everything's exploding, and everybody's gonna die, and you better panic and pull your hair out. And
we had a candidate for president shot. Yeah, we had a candidate for president shot dead on the campaign trail in the 60s, okay?
Yeah.
We had race riots. We had Stonewall. We had the 68 Democratic National Convention where there was a riot. We had civil unrest. We had the March on Washington we had all kinds of civil unrest, Woodstock. We had all Vietnam. It's not that much different.
No.
Okay?
No, and everybody, like, that's kind of what I'm seeing now, is everybody's treating absolutely everything like the end of the world. And I'm seeing it on both sides of the aisle. I'm seeing there's a lot of right-wing activists out there who are like, yes, but clearly you should, and you should just. And I don't want to knock them, because I know they're great people too. But and there's a lot of people on the left who are like, yes, but you should, and you should. And I know that they're just out there trying to save the world from.
But to say that
we get it.
To say that the world's a lot different now than it is back then, I'm like, no, it's really not. It's a lot
better, actually.
Really we have more. All the things.
But it's funny. We went for a walk yesterday.
Technology has changed. That's the thing. There's more immediacy.
Yeah, you see it immediately, and you can react to it immediately, and you get addicted to the reaction. I'm addicted to it. There's some people I watch every freaking morning, and I'm like, oh, what's this crazy motherfucker have to say now? And I will listen to it, and I'll be like, oh my god, you were so dumb. Why do you think that? And
people were outraged when about the George Floyd riots. I mean,
I looked at that. I'm like, oh my god, why are people outraged right now?
You know what I thought? You know what? Actually, the first thing
I think it's because everybody went crazy because they were locked inside their head.
You know what? But you know what? Actually, first thing. Oh, Watts. This is the Watts riots all over again. These are the riots in Boston all over again. They had the broadcast in '67. They broadcast James Brown live from the Boston Garden to keep people home so they wouldn't riot.
How many people got killed at the Rolling Stones concert in Altamont? 4 of them?
4 people.
4 people died at a Rolling Stones concert.
I love remember the George Carlin show on Fox? He was talking to his buddy working like his busboy kitchen. Nah, you don't want to go to Woodstock. You want to go to Altamont. Yeah, you want to get right in front.
Oh,
it's the end of the world, and I feel like I gotta pee.
Right.
But like I said,
I saw Trek. I watched Trek in the 90s, and I caught up with TOS. I didn't want to see references to Clinton or Kennedy and Johnson. Yes, exactly. Like, okay, we get that these. Like, I want to go outside of my world. I don't want to see footage of January 7th or whatever, or the 2020 insurrection or any of that stuff. I watched it live on YouTube.
But the framing, though, some of these new Trek...
Sean Russell, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
The framing, though, that these new Trek fans have, that
Yeah.
the world is such a different place.
Well, and the framing is that anybody who doesn't, like, they love to accuse anybody who doesn't like it. Oh, well, you're just an alt-right, right-wing Trump supporting.
This is actually a really good discussion.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I can't tell these people how many times, like, I got into it with Anthony Rapp a couple of years ago. I'm like, dude, I agree with you on so many things. I'm on your side on these things. And, but get it off, like, get your literal causism and stuff out of the, and that's what it is. It's like they're just, it would be like if every episode of Star Trek all the time throughout the 80s, except for the one good movie, was every episode was Save the Whales every week. It's like it would get old. You know, it would get really, really old. And even the Save the Whales message wasn't that bad. No, we went out for a walk yesterday. I'm listening to somebody. Do we say who? And they're like, chaos is unleashed all over the country.
The society is collapsing. Like,
Chaos is unleashed. I look
chaos.
outside and
Like,
I'm
it
like,
really is.
and I'm like,
that, like,
oh, windy out, but
maybe I should have brought a jacket. Oh, look, there's a rabbit.
Chaos is unleashed. The world, society is collapsing. The world is ending, and you should send money to my chickens.
No, that rabbit that was sitting on the guy's front lawn, that's the chaos. The rabbits are taking over.
The rabbits are taking over.
The rabbits are coming, hooray, hooray. The rabbits are coming, hooray, hooray. The rabbits
Chaos.
are coming, hooray.
We're in the middle of societal collapse, and we're making fun of Star Trek because
And the rabbits
society's
are coming.
collapsing, and people can't figure out how to Google things to feed their breath. I'm gonna get on my soapbox for 1 minute. First off, for all these people and all these outrage YouTube channels that I do watch because I'm addicted to it, for everybody who's sitting there listening to those and hearing these people say the world is ending for the past 2 years, why didn't they buy food? You've been listening to this shit for 2 crappy years. You didn't buy an extra can of baby formula. That's my soapbox. So I think back at the idea of Trek is to show humanity having got over current issues. We know how shit current issues are. We don't need to be smacked over the head with it. Right? Right. It's like we get it. We get these things are a problem, and just nagging about it. What happens is that you're gonna create more. Here's what happens. You create a bunch of people who are like, oh, but I'm not going to be an activist for you. You think the world's burning? Good. Let it. Because people are going to rebel. I rebel. The more people tell me you should think about this cause, you should jump on that cause, the less likely I'm going to. So yeah, that's kind of my soapbox on it. And I like the fact that we can get on the internet here and talk and say, you know what? All this is just noise. These people who are just, oh, you're just a racist if you don't. What kind of, like, what are they teaching people? Like, what kind of a cult worship crap is this? Where they tell people that if they don't like something to attack them by calling them racist or sexist or xenophobic or istophobic. Like, that's not even, like,
Yeah, I know.
I gotta stand up. Yeah, you're up.
Okay, well,
You're
like
up.
I said,
You're up.
the thing that's really changed is technology. Like I said, there's more immediacy. There's more immediacy now. We can react to things faster.
Yeah.
I mean, everything travels. News, the old saying, news travels fast. It's never traveled as fast as it has now, and I cut myself shaving there. I mean, there was a, like I said, I don't know if, I can't remember the name of it, but specifically, there was a dam that broke in China. This was back in the late 60s. 250,000 people died. I mean, I didn't know about that until I saw it on a documentary in the 90s. That's the nature. Think about it, though. Now, that happens today.
Everybody's on their soapbox. Oh, clearly you should. You need to. You should do this.
Everyone's screwed. We are working on it.
It's like,
13
feel
monkeys.
Feel this way, or else you don't care enough. You're not empathetic enough.
Yes.
That's what this new thing is. That they've got this cult of empathy. You just need to have more empathy.
The cult of empathy.
It is. It's this cult.
They don't know what it means. They don't know what the word empathy means.
No, it's like they have.
Crumb. potato.
Prom and tour. You look like a bum, Rob. Okay, let me my
Okay,
chair back.
well, I'm gonna vacate the hot seat. Everybody. Bye, everybody.
That looks like a bum.
And so, hail Supreme Leader. No, no. Where's Supreme Leader? Does anybody know? He's hiding somewhere. Nobody knows where Supreme Leader is. Not even Supreme Leader. Is that thunder?
The thunder. It's the green screen. We're green screening. No, like that's the big issue I have with a lot of this is like they have this cult of empathy where if you don't recite back all the buzzwords, if you don't do the gang piling and the dog piling, and both sides of the internet do this too, then you're not in the cults and you're not in the cliques. And you have the exact opposite. You know, like you see all the people who I'm supposed to be associated with, who I'm not, who are like, you know, you'll have everybody dogpile the exact same thing on the exact same tweet. Oh, they race swap somebody. You'll have like 30 people all trying to be YouTube influencers, all saying the exact same thing on the tweet on whatever article or something. And that's exactly what they have on the other side too. That's exactly what they have on. And I'm like, I hate both of these sides. It is witch hunting. It is witch hunting. And they do that on like the woke side, I guess. And I hate using that word, but they use it themselves. So they do that on this social justice-y side. And then you got the anti-social justice side too. And they both do that. And the people who call you a racist for not liking Star Trek's reboots and remakes and sequels are exactly the people who don't understand, and they have this ideology, right? They don't understand how somebody could not like it because it's on their pre-approved list of things. Well, it's got all their checklists. It's got their diversities and their inclusion and their buzzwords. So clearly you have to like it because they've been conditioned into this zealotry. And I love how they use the word zealots. I think a lot of their social justice activists are zealots because you cannot do anything other than either be with them or against them, I think. Empathy and ass kissing are not the same thing, right? Right. So I feel like hopefully I don't get struck for this. The Orville looks better, however,
our territory.
However, it's been 3 years. I don't remember what happened. I kind of remember liking it. It's been so long. I don't remember what happened on it. I don't remember. I just remember I like the Orville, and we're getting more Orville looking.
And may the Force be with you. How was that?
Perfect.
Star Wars exists. He says, "May the Force be."
Yeah, Star Wars exists in their universe.
We do have a new crew member.
We should all get big bonuses.
This. Unfortunately, Norm Macdonald. Real quick.
I think that's what fake Yaffet. That's like the offspring Yaffet. Usual staple of TV
Don't
people.
take any chances.
I know. Well, it's far enough in that it won't be likely.
There is an idea. I will say there is an idea in psychology circles, called hysterical contagion. In that, it's kind of how an idea. It's the principle how mobs form.
Was our new crew member?
Have a tendency to reduce things to black and white, good and evil.
Well, that's because what's his name went down to engineering.
Oh, Lamar.
Yeah, he went down to engineering. What happened to the other guy?
Malloy?
Oh yeah, he's still there. Yeah, but the other one went to engineering. Where's here Bortus is back
coexist.
There.
You're a
Penny Johnson Gerald.
Yeah, we like her.
Your people would like to see us all dead.
There's
are people? Are they experiencing racism on the ship? They're calling him a murderer.
The Kalon.
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah, are they getting racist against him?
Yeah. Well, hey, they wiped out half
the crew.
fleet.
Yeah.
Killed a lot of people. You see people getting blown out of the hull.
It's almost like yesterday was one life.
It's gonna be. I mean, I just hope Seth MacFarlane doesn't put in a lot of climate-y social justice messages. I'm so tired of it. I hope he does.
Oh no.
Yeah, I sent you that.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I sent you that.
Well,
I got like 17 more videos to make, so I don't want to stream this too long, but... So the Orville... I don't understand why people would watch Strange New Worlds when you can just watch the Orville. You know?
Oh.
What?
Bears outside someone's house.
Okay, so Rob is distracted by Facebook now.
Okay.
I think that's about all we have to say about...
Okay, so, like I said, it's... They get certain things right, not everything.
It kind of reminds me of maybe an Enterprise episode, maybe.
Yeah, I fell out of Enterprise. I fell out Enterprise very quickly. Okay, so that I'll have to take your word for it.
Maybe. I mean, just with the... I felt more like the Orville than Enterprise.
Yeah.
It felt more like the Orville.
It is more like the Orville. Like I said, it's a cover band of a cover band. Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
It's like if I want...
You don't have to be inspired by the Orville. The Orville's inspired by Star Trek. You don't have to be inspired by Star Trek. You are Star Trek.
Yeah. It's like inspired by the thing that it should just be. Instead of, just be what you are instead of trying to be something else, right? That's the biggest complaint. Mm-hmm. That's my biggest complaint with it is like,
Like I said, you don't have to be inspired by Star Trek. You are Star Trek. Be Star Trek.
It doesn't want to be.
No, they don't want to be Star Trek.
Trek needs to at least get Brandon Braga back as consultant. Well, I think he's working on the Orville.
Yeah, I think he is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he made the Orville spiritual successor. See, you just watch the Orville. I don't know.
Watch the Orville.
I mean, if you get this, like, wait until if you're really curious, wait until after the fact, get it for like $1 for a month and binge it and then cancel. Or, there's other seas to sail if you... But I can't I couldn't even justify, it's not good enough to justify a subscription to CBS All Access. Or Paramount Plus or whatever it's called now. I don't think this is good enough to justify. It's not bad yet. We're only 2 episodes in.
I got a feeling it's gonna get a whole lot worse.
It's like it needs something. It's like when you go to and get a nice meal somewhere and you're like, yeah, it's okay. Will I order it again? Or does it need something? I think, and it's like, it needs something. It needs like a pinch of salt. They should have fried something in bacon grease instead of... No, really. Like, it needs something. It needs some... It almost feels like eating the Beyond Meat version of a burger or something. Like eating a fake Whopper.
Yeah.
Where you might be okay with it. It'll sustain you for now. But you're going to feel better if you just get the Whopper. Or the Big Mac. I think
says it needs less producers.
Yeah, and it needs about 10 fewer producers. I think.
It suffers from too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yep, this is too many cooks. Part 7,000. So I think that's about all I got to say about this. I have about 17 more videos to make. Apparently, what's his name? We'll stay live doing it. This will be the end of the Star Trek portion of the stream. I'm going to record some stuff to clip for in a second here.
I'll leave you.
You don't have to do that.
Well, I usually get distracted.
I tried to mute when I did my sniffles. He does distract me. I got 3 videos. I'll clip them and upload them.
Excellent!
I've seen stuff. Testing Pope Rob's Spidey senses on this one. Yes. I think so.
Spidey sense on this one?
Yeah.
In
terms of passing on the yeah.
Passing what?
On the Strange New Worlds. You should do a review of that on your channel.
Yeah, if you don't need to be inspired by Star Trek. You are Star Trek.
Yeah, you're just supposed to be Star Trek.
There's a certain trick to that.
You're just supposed to be Star Trek. Where'd my Ezra Miller article go? Oh, here it is. So Ezra Miller's back in the news tarot. Of course he is. Piece of crap. Gee, we hate Ezra Miller so much here. Do I even want to talk about him? My thought on this iteration of Star Trek is basically, I want to give it hope, but history has proven that the current class of writers are incapable of crafting story without pushing dogma. Yeah. We got footage of Ezra Miller. Oh. No jiggle cam. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Ezra Miller, get help! Oh, I forgot the thing. I'm doing them live because why not? I'm Mecha. Bookmark the channel. I'm in the wrong chair. I'm in the gamer chair because we're doing the live Star Trek streams that we're doing on Thursdays, but I'm adding this and I'll clip it and upload it separate. Ezra Miller is back and he needs to get some serious help, dude. Like, seriously, this guy keeps getting arrested and thrown out of places, and now he thinks he's an NFT superstar. If I can snap stuff. So, this is from the Daily Mail. Tell me your full name and your badge number, your full name. Footage emerges of Flash star Ezra Miller. I'm doing his voice because he has that. You want to fight? Tell me your name and your badge number, your full name. Do you? Do you want to fight, cop? Berating cops during an April arrest for spitting in a man's face during a dart game. Oh, that was the one where he was playing darts and he grabbed the mic. Miller, 29, was arrested in Hilo, Hawaii on March 28th for disorderly conduct. And he spat in someone's face during a game of darts. And he also, he ripped the mic out of somebody's hand singing karaoke. Body cam footage has emerged from their arrest. Oh, is Ezra Miller a they, them? I don't care. I don't care anymore. Where they tell cops they're transgender and non-binary. Don't touch my, you know what? Don't touch my ladyboy hoo-ha. Vahoo-ha. It's a ladyboy vahoo-ha. Is that what he's got? They's got. Is that what they's got? Miller screams at cops while demanding their badge number. They also claim they've been assaulted for creating NFT art. Warner Brothers halted all of Miller's projects after the March incident, and them were booked into jail and released again the following month. Now, from what I heard, they had footage. I mean, the internet, not they as Ezra Miller. This is why you don't use they, them pronouns, by the way. Ezra Miller, not the internet, not Ezra Miller, had footage of... No, what happened? Now I forgot what I was saying. Thanks for tripping me up with the pronoun game here. Ezra Miller was allegedly broke into somebody's home as well and followed them home and stole their ID, like this couple. Body cam emerged. Excellent. You're on a deserted island and you have to be for $1 million. Brie Larson or Ezra Miller. I don't know, probably Brie Larson because she probably wouldn't attack me. Probably. Thank you. I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be, because he's crazy. He's crazy. Look at him. Look at Ezra Miller. Them. Look at them. It's a them. It's a them. The body cam footage taken from the arrest of the Margarita Village. The furious actor. Do we have audio? Is there audio? Watch the full video here.
Oh, spit in my face.
Okay, come over here. Come over here.
Rob. Nuts right now.
Why? What happened?
No, nothing.
Oh no, they got footage. Apparently, Ezra Miller has now claimed that they filmed themselves being attacked to create NFT art or something.
I was just playing darts.
Okay.
And this guy right here.
Which one? The one in my office?
Yeah, on his phone.
Just stay over there.
Oh, I'm just playing darts and this crazy guy attacked me.
Okay, no, come back over here, okay? Okay. Okay, that's the car, no?
Are we gonna get claimed for this? This will give us the strike, not the Orville footage. I thought the Orville footage might.
Let's see.
Oh, this is the bar. This is the karaoke bar. This is the karaoke bar you got thrown out of. Oh. There he is. There he is. There he is.
I started filming.
There. Don't film me. Don't film me.
Let's talk stories outside.
Let's talk stories outside.
And Ezra Miller, and this is from the warrants, but he's caught.
Oh, there's Ezra Miller. There's Ezra Miller.
Unstable 29 Caucasian Hill.
Ezra Miller is filming. The altercation. This is a 4-minute video. Ezra Miller's filming.
Twice in a row.
I don't know how much of this I can show.
I've been assaulted for NFT crypto art. What's your name?
I've been assaulted for NFT crypto art.
What's your badge number? Tell me your name and your badge number. White key.
Ezra.
Full name, full badge number.
Ezra Miller, get help.
Tell me your name and your badge number.
Ezra Miller, nobody likes you. Ezra Miller, stop trying to harm people physically because you hate yourself. Clearly.
Now. Tell me your name and your badge number now.
So he's there. They's fighting cops.
You.
Get off the road.
Fuck it. He's fighting cops. They is fighting cops.
Ezra, come over here. Tell us what happened.
Ezra, if you don't come here right now, we will misgender you until you have a temper tantrum about it. Do you understand me?
4-3.
You're gonna grow up. You're almost 30 years old. Stop acting like a 12-year-old. Fucking hate her. And they're chasing after him. Oh, Lord, they're chasing after him. Dances it out at a bar weeks after.
Hey, bro. Hey, what is your name? Huh? What is your name? Yeah, what is your name?
I kind of take
the other people.
My good girl.
Yeah, what is your name? Huh? What is your name? Yeah, what is your name?
You can kind of hear it.
I kind of tell you my name.
Why?
Because...
I just like to know what happened.
No, this brother, I was playing darts.
Okay.
Okay, this is the guy who was playing darts that Ezra Miller allegedly assaulted.
And then what?
With my good girl.
Okay.
And he come right up to me and just like...
He started shouting.
No. I know he spit on me.
Okay, so he spit in your face.
Two. And I was like, oh, suck, cuz.
So Ezra Miller spits in this guy's face.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
So they're going to be punched in the face, allegedly.
Yeah.
We're not. Don't
so
punch.
you spit in your face for no reason.
Yeah.
Probably just for playing darts. Because Ezra Miller likes to provoke people. He likes to attack people. Because Ezra Miller thinks that they're a perpetual victim. Being a goddamn fucking millionaire in Hollywood in every major motion picture that has, you know, people in tights and CGI and crap.
I was like way across the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he thought he was somebody else.
You can't say he because
Not letting
the they them people will come after you. Any more? Do you have any more? Is them chasing Ezra? No, they're going back to the cops.
Where is he?
Did Ezra Miller run from the cops? I feel like I'm watching Bad Boys, Bad Boys. Actually, Bad Thems, Bad Thems. What you gonna do? Is it Bad Thems? It's Bad Thems. Bad Theys. They Thems. Ezra Miller's not a boy anymore. It's a they them. That is. Get on the ground. So we're watching an episode of Cops, Hawaii edition. Hollywood crazy, even 6 says. Get the link. I don't want the link. How far away? Oh, there you go. They caught them. The plural amount of police officers caught the singular them.
Central 131.
I'm being arrested for disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
You ran from the cops and you spit at a guy and you started yelling and arguing. They should throw you under the jail, Ezra.
Okay. I was assaulted. You understand, right?
Okay. I was assaulted. Good. Good. I hope you get assaulted real nice in jail, allegedly.
I'm sorry.
Real quick.
Not really, though.
You wanted to play the game.
Beep, beep.
Well, you didn't want to complain.
I was. You said get off the road. I got off the road.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you
I walked on the edge of the road.
Central 131
Now he's arguing. They're arguing.
So what did I do wrong?
Getting arrested for spit in somebody's
Okay, a
face.
guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film, and he attacked me.
Okay, so.
Oh, he's a Nazi. You're a fucking psycho. You're a psycho. That's worse.
Did you guys start heading to?
Allegedly. In my opinion. I think that's worse. So there's no more
Outside
audio.
of the unit, screaming to
Okay.
herself.
Yeah, this is the cop body cam
They're
footage.
wearing a red shirt, black bottom.
Yeah, this is the cop body cam footage. So there's Ezra. Oh, Lord. A Nerf gun on my Miller was filmed being put into an evidence bag during the arrest. So here's all the footage that we got. I'm transgender. I'm non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. Those are Nerf guns. Those are fake. Close them. I don't want the body cam footage. No. I'm trying to get the... There we are. Ezra Miller. They're also made headlines. Yeah, so Ezra Miller thinks that he's fighting fake Nazis everywhere, except for the Nazi inside of his own heart. That's who he really should probably... They should really be... Oh, stop with the pronouns already. I'm just getting tired of it. I am going back to my live chat. Ezra Miller, get help. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Just call him that. Oh, the N World War II bad guy word. Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud. Ezra Miller. So that was the other big story that happened that I had to deal with. Oh, and I guess what else was going on? I don't remember. I think that was all I got for now. I'll get this video up either tonight or tomorrow or something.
YouTube is the official YouTube Star Trek channel is live streaming the premiere episode of Strange New Worlds now.
Oh, the official YouTube channel is premiering the live episode. Let's troll them. Let's troll them.
I doubt that they're maybe the chat will be on.
They probably had that. Oh my God, they're premiering the first episode on YouTube.
How many people are watching?
They're premiering it. They have 142 people out of 100,000 subscribers.
That's it.
How many did we got? We had like 50.
Really? Yeah.
We had like 50. Oh, they're premiering the new episode, and they got the chat. Am I banned? Oh, should we troll the chat? This is the first episode. There's Captain April.
Well, maybe we should hit pause. So.
There's their new Captain April. They're streaming.
I think that guy's a good actor.
Yeah. If you guys want to check it out, scroll back. I don't know how long they're going to be streaming on it.
It's totally free.
But, I mean, look, we had out of my little teeny tiny, Star Trek only has 100,000 subscribers.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess it would make sense. I also went live way earlier up against, like, everybody, so we had about a third of what they had watching, just us recap the second episode. This shows you how many people actually are interested in Star Trek. Like, they've got 150 people watching for Strange New Worlds. I don't think it's nearly as bad as Discovery. I don't know how much of it's a return to form. I don't know how much it's gonna fix anything. People are saying, I hope Red Letter Media likes this show. Yeah, I mean, I watched Angry Joe's video on it, on Strange New Worlds. I don't know. I don't know if Red Letter Media is gonna review it, though, are they? But their chat seems to have frozen. Does their chat freeze? Is it their chat? Yeah, their chat isn't moving either. Rather be here than watching it. And half of their subs are probably bots, too. Probably, I don't know. Well, you never know. I mean, who subscribed? Like, what do they have on the Star Trek website? Or thing? What do they even have there? Well, they're playing that now. And then they get, like, you know, a few. They get a few. They're doing better than one would expect. 3,000, 2,000, you know. Commander Michael Burnham, 3,000. Wow, they barely put up videos, though. They don't put up a lot. Huh, that's fun. Anywho. Mando worked, maybe yes, no. I didn't like Mandalorian. I really didn't. I hated the first season of it. Strange New Worlds, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Will it be the thing that fixes Star Trek? I don't know if it's going to be the thing that fixes it. I can't see it as doing anything to hurt it, though. That's kind of my thing. It's not hurting it by existing the way Picard did. I'm still recording. Why am I still recording? I don't know. Oh, because we were watching that. Could they block the chat? Oh, no, it's going. I know Donnie Pearson. I know some. I think I know some of these people. Well, I know Donnie Pearson. We know Donnie Pearson. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I don't want to type in it, but so they're live right now. They're probably gonna get more people. If you do want to watch an episode, if they got it for free and you like it, I can't say don't watch it if you like it. There's a lot to like about it. There's also a lot not to like about it.
We don't advise you of getting it by other means.
Yeah.
But they are giving it to you for free.
Yeah, I mean they're giving it to you for free on YouTube. So
I mean, take advantage if you're
take
curious,
advantage of it if you're curious.
It doesn't cost you anything except maybe an hour of your time.
Yeah,
which you won't get back.
That you won't get back. I mean, and if you like it, this episode, I think it was a little bit better than that one.
So you don't. So you can say, yeah, I saw the first episode. Oh well, you don't subscribe to Paramount Plus. How did you see it? They streamed it for free on YouTube, bitch. So suck on that.
Right.
Excellent.
You better bring it. You bring better entertainment than a multi-million-dollar movie company. Oh, thank you. Speaking of, we might do a game stream later. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much.
Like I said, just so you don't have to go some sketchy site.
Yeah.
They're giving
No, Spider-Man. I was never a Star Trek fan, even less so now. Yeah, and I'm not going to just talk Star Trek. If anybody missed it, I got a video on Madonna's JJ, the hoo-ha NFTs. She got trees growing out of her vagina, and it's disgusting, and millipedes and bugs, and she's trying to sell that. What else? Oh, a Doctor Who video went up today. Something. I'll probably throw up the Ezra Miller video after this, and then I probably am going to have to unlist and then let it go public after the fact because YouTube's bots will demonetize it while it's live and then they'll scan it after the fact and it'll usually be okay. Let me see. How is it? Yeah, we're demonetized as we're live. But it'll probably come around if I say, you know what, request a review. We'll do a review. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. My voice is going. I'm getting starving. I gotta eat something. I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye.